The Belt of Mystery. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Harry's wife made an appearance, naturally. She couldn't let the coronation go by without reminding the world that she exists. And, like any other normal person, she ensured that when she went out hiking, there just happened to be paparazzi there to take photographs of her. Just a coincidence, you know. Nothing to do with the fact that she's organised that. Goodness me, no. Why would she do that? Why would a narcissist whose very existence relies upon controlling people and drawing fuel from them arrange for a mundane activity such as going for a hike to form the basis of photographs? No, they just happened to be there, didn't they? But it wasn't just the fact that she ensured that she was photographed on the hike, not particularly looking her best, it has to be said. And of course, people's responses to all of that provide her with fuel. But there were other aspects, collateral consequences, as there always is when it comes to Harry's wife's haphazard way of the way that her narcissism functions. Those collateral consequences provided a bonus. There was an aspect of her appearance which caused a lot of speculation, amounting to lots of fuel. But then there came with it another collateral consequence. Much of it was critical, and thus it amounts to challenge fuel. And if she became aware of it, she would, on the one hand, be delighted that people are talking about her, but also would be dismayed at the speculation that was taking place. Why is that? Well, she was sporting some kind of strange belt, which has led the Mail Online, through Lillian Gisson, to ask, is that a tummy flattener? That really ought to be done as a football chant, shouldn't it? Is that a tummy flattener? 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 You had a large crowd chanting that at her. Imagine if you would, in some kind of parallel universe, she was playing football, soccer to our transatlantic cousins, and she was substituted. And as she walks along the side of the pitch, she's regaled with that chant, is that a tummy flattener? She would, of course, be dismayed by this challenge fuel because she doesn't operate as a highly provocative narcissist, although some of you think that she is. She isn't, as I've explained in the video of that name. Certain narcissists love controversy. They thrive on it. It doesn't amount to particularly problematic challenge fuel to them. It is challenge fuel, but they deal with it very easily. For Harry's wife, she's not of that ilk, and therefore, were a crowd to chant at her in that way, it would be problematic for her. She wouldn't be able to do anything back because she wouldn't be able to assert control directly over thousands of people chanting at her. She wouldn't be able to smear them because she's walking on her own. She would just have to suffer it until she could get to the tunnel and then moan to somebody. But that's all an aside, because the Mail asks, is that a tummy flattener? Harry's wife baffles fans after sporting a mysterious accessory under her shirt during LA hike. As social media speculates, it's a weight loss aid or even a hernia belt. Harry's wife's fans, are there any, were left baffled after she was seen wearing a strange item under her shirt during a hike on Sunday. No, it wasn't a moon bump, with some speculating that it was a weight loss aid, and others theorising that it was a hernia treatment. The Duchess of Sussex, 41, was pictured enjoying some fresh air with friends over the weekend, just hours after she missed King Charles III's coronation. The mother of two donned black leggings and a matching baggy t-shirt for the outing, as well as a khaki jacket which she tied around her waist. She paired the look with a wide-brimmed beige hat, a pink neckerchief and large sunglasses. But many eagle-eyed fans were quick to notice that Harry's wife was wearing something around her waist, which was hidden beneath her shirt, but could be seen bulging out whenever the top pressed against her tummy. Perhaps it was a utility belt for Batman. Did anybody consider that? Maybe she's taken up fighting crime in the midst of the night. Social media quickly erupted with people trying to decipher what the mystery object around the royal stomach was and what it might be used for, with the theories ranging from bandages due to recent surgery to a tummy tuck binder. Some even wondered if it meant the 41-year-old was suffering from health problems. Is Harry's wife wearing a hernia belt? One Twitter user asked. Or is it a fanny pack under her shirt? Hernia belts are thin pieces of fabric worn around your waist which are used to provide support and apply compression from those suffering from hernia defects. Old age set in, probably got a hernia, someone else agreed. I had to have surgery and I am wearing a wrap and it looks like that under my clothes. It is Velcro and used after plastic surgery, added a different person. Others hypothesised that it was a sugar monitor, oh the irony, or an Ozempic pub. Ozempic is a drug used to treat diabetes that has become a popular weight loss aid in recent months. Someone else suggested that it was a recording device for her and Prince Harry's next Netflix documentary. And that's an obvious go-to, but I suspect it's not. Maybe it's mic gear for more Netflix nonsense, read another tweet. The couple dropped a 6-part explosive shitflix docuseries last year, but there's been no talk of a second series yet. Others wondered if the item on Harry's wife's hips was simply exercise equipment, like a weight pack to make the hike more strenuous, or something to hold her phone or wallet in during the walk. It's a sports pack, similar to a fanny pack. Athletes use it to carry cell phones, wrote another Twitter user. Harry's wife was noticeably absent from the coronation in the UK this weekend, opting to stay back in the United States to celebrate her son Archie's low-key 4th birthday at her and Prince Harry's Monty Shitshow home. Harry, 38, attended King Charles' big day, but rushed back to California afterwards. He headed straight to the airport as soon as the ceremony concluded, and was on the plane before his father and stepmother Camilla, the newly crowned queen, had even finished having their official portraits taken. He was seen landing back at LAX airport around 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, after spending a total of 28 hours and 42 minutes in the United Kingdom. Well, what might it be? Who knows? Who cares? But what do we learn from this? Well, of course, as a narcissist, Harry's wife is delighted that people are talking about her, so it's all good fuel in that respect. Of course, some of it is speculation in relation to the fact that she is suffering the effects of old age, thus it's hernia. Now, being in her 40s, that's not old age, but the suggestion that she has suffered a hernia and needs some kind of support would offend a somatic narcissist, which is what Harry's wife is, because she's all about appearance and material things. The suggestion that she's had further work done, perhaps some kind of tummy tuck, and its bandages, also would be challenge fuel to her, because it's suggesting that she needs surgery to keep looking good. We all know that from looking at a simple examination of pictures that she's repeatedly had some cosmetic adjustments, and therefore, both with previous history in that regard and the fact that she's a somatic narcissist, there is a possibility that she may well have had some further surgery in and around the stomach area and is wearing bandages. Might it be that she's had a tummy tuck? Possibly. Perhaps she's had an old tightening of the vag. Maybe it was Harry's been complaining that it's been like throwing a sausage down an alleyway, and she's taken some remedial action. Either way, we don't know what it is, but the speculation that it's something to do with her cosmetic appearance will offend her and amount to challenge fuel. And with that speculation proliferating around the globe, although she gets fuel from it, she will not be pleased that people are suggesting that she's old and haggard and falling apart, or is getting floppy and loose and needs adjustments in that regard. There is a good chance that it is the aftermath of cosmetic surgery. Then again, it might be a fanny pack, as somebody has suggested, although to my mind it seems rather high up for that, and it would seem to be a little bit low and easy to access. You'd really have to, looking at the pictures, you'd really have to lift her top up quite high to access it. It tends to be more around the waist rather than actually where your stomach is. Maybe one day someone will know what it is, but what it does do is demonstrate how this appearance impacts upon her And also the fact that the likelihood is it's linked to cosmetic surgery. If I was to place a bet on it, I would suggest that it was related to cosmetic surgery because as a somatic narcissist, looks and appearance are fundamental to her. Some of you might think, really? Given the state she looks like she's going out on a hike. But remember, even with her other fashion disasters, she thinks she looks stunning because the narcissism tells her that. Certain somatic narcissists, although of course they're all about the appearance, they invariably look like a dog's dinner, but they don't see it. Other somatic narcissists look absolutely stunning and fantastic, but some think they look good even when they do not. Harry's wife often falls into that category. And being a somatic narcissist, she is somebody that will become increasingly obsessed with the onset of age and its impact upon her, and the desire to ameliorate its effects. I'm H.D. Tudor. Thank you for listening.